Survivor and Scrappy Mini, and today I want to show you a new appliance that I just bought, and it's called this Hampton Beach breakfast sandwich maker. And the reason why I bought this is because a lot of times I rush out from the house in the morning to go to work, and sometimes I don't make my breakfast and I end up buying sandwiches and things like that. And also my kids, they tend to just rush out without eating breakfast. So I bought this because you can make a breakfast sandwich within 5 minutes. And I know you can buy breakfast sandwiches frozen and then microwave it and take it with you, but you really don't know what's in those things. Also, you know, they're kind of expensive too. So that way I can kind of add things to my egg, like I can add some tomatoes, some onions and things like that, some fiber in my egg. Plus I can use egg whites, or I can make it a lot more nutritious than the ones that you buy. So let's go ahead and see how this works. So here's how it looks. I've already been preheating my my appliance. So when you first plug it in, you need to plug it in and then wait until the green light says ready. In the meantime, I'm going to take my egg. So here's my egg, and I'm going to go ahead and scramble it. And also on here, before I even start, I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of oil, just because I don't want it to stick. And I've read some reviews on it saying that sometimes it sticks. So with a little bit of oil, I think it's gonna help that it won't stick. Now, however, I did do one earlier with just minimum oil, and it worked out perfect. So see, I'm putting some onions, tomatoes. I'm putting a little bit of, too much salt actually, but that's okay. Salt, and now I got my omelet ready. Okay, and then notice that it says ready right there. Now, you can use any kind of bread. So in here, I'm gonna use a muffin, but I'm also gonna try one with a bagel from Einstein. This is an Einstein bagel, and this is also an Einstein bagel. So what it tells you also is you can use any meat. So this is a pre-cooked turkey sausage, and I am going to use some, this is actually Havarti, and that's pretty much it that I'm going to use. So let's go ahead and open the first layer. So you open the first layer and you place your bun down, then you're going to place your cheese. So I'm going to cut it because I need to make sure that it fits within that circle. So here's my cheese. Then you're gonna place your whatever sausage or bacon or whatever you want. Next layer is gonna be your eggs. And look how pretty that looks with the onions and the tomato. And then the last layer is gonna be your top of your muffin. Now, the reason why I'm using the bottom of the muffin, it's because I wanted to make sure that it fills that circle. Last time I used it, I put the top and it was a little smaller, but that's why I put the bottom, because I wanted to see how it fills that whole circle. So then now I'm gonna put the timer for 5 minutes. So let me go over here and set the timer. And then you let it cook for 5 minutes. So we'll be back in 5 minutes and see how it looks. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes, so now let's see what we've created. Oh, sorry. You gotta pull this out so this things will drop. And then let's see. Perfect muffin. Look how pretty that looks. There's the cheese, there's the egg, and there's, oops, sorry. There's the cheese. Sorry, I was off frame. Perfect muffin. There's the cheese, there's the egg. And see how that looks very nice? So I'm gonna give that away. There's yours. And now we're gonna create another one. Now this one You're gonna go ahead and clean it a little bit so that's what you can see. That's why I like using a little bit of oil, so see how everything just falls off. Let me turn off the timer. So now we're gonna try it with a bagel from Einstein. So this is an Einstein bagel. And it's a little bigger than I expected. We'll try. Well, I think it's a little too big. So let's go ahead and press it down. Okay. So let me put cheese on it. So I'm going to go ahead and put some cheese. Go ahead and put this on there. I'm going to go ahead and put the egg. And then the muffin on top. And just push it down. Okay, so let's see how that works. So we'll put 5 minutes and come back. Okay, so it's time to take it. So now it's time to take it out. It got a little overdone on the top. And let's see. Oh, we gotta remove, I always forget to remove this. And let's poke it down. And that's because it's a little bigger than, so I'm poking it down. It's a little bigger than what it should be. Can you turn off the timer? So you want to use, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Everything looks like it cooked very well. So now let's try a different one. And then I'm going to go ahead and get something to clean in between, so I'll be back. Okay, so the next one, I'm going to try using this one. And it looks like it's going to fit. So you just got to get buns that's going to fit. So I'm going to just see how it fits perfect. So let's try this one. The bagel was a little too big. Oh, wait, I forgot to put the cheese. So let me get the cheese. Before I place that, I'm going to place some cheese. Then the bagel. I mean the sausage. Now I'm going to close the lid. And then I'm going to put some eggs. And then I'm going to put the bun on top of the egg, and it fits perfect. And then I'm going to close it and put the timer for 5 minutes, and I shall be back. Okay, so it is done. So I'm just going to go ahead and, now the first one came out real good. I think is if you do multiple at one time is when it's a little too hot. Oh, I always forget to do this part. And drop it, and then drop it. And here's your muffin. Now the first one came out real good. I've been cooking, this is the third one without turning off the appliance, so that's why it's a little too hot, but even though it's a little too hot, it came out pretty good. So I think it's a win-win. So I like this little appliance. I'm gonna go and, so now it's nice and cool, and see how easy it is to clean up. This is just a damp cloth, and it just cleans up very good. Very easy to clean. See how it's just clean, and this comes apart, so you can take this whole thing apart and take it to the sink and wash it. And then this piece, it just washes clean like that, and now it is ready to go. So I think this is a worthwhile little gadget, especially if you're used to spending a lot of money on McDonald's, you know, going to those fast food restaurants and getting your breakfast sandwich. This is more economical than doing that, and within 5 minutes, and it pulls out. I'm going to go ahead and wash this in the sink, and then when you wash it, you just bring it back and put it back in. like that. It's only one way that it goes, which is foolproof, because it doesn't go that way. It's just one way. One is a smaller knob than the other one. And see, it's ready to go. So I really like this appliance. So this is the Hamilton Beach. Perfect for early morning. Make some breakfast sandwich and just wrap it up to go. So I hope you liked the tutorial, and thank you for watching.